definition of a soulmate would be someone who brings feelings of peace and calm whenever you're around them. So you could be doing the most exciting thing ever, or just sitting on the couch watching Netflix, but when you're with that person, you feel nothing but content and just peace. I, to be honest, didn't fantasize too much about it. I had always been more curious than I was fantasizing about, this is how I hope it would happen. I was always curious on how it would happen because dating apps were huge, they still are huge, and I was just curious, man, how am I gonna meet this person? So when it actually happened, I thought it couldn't be more perfect the way it did happen.
I envisioned meeting my soulmate, I guess through nothing forced. And past relationships, I learned that forcing things to happen kind of didn't work out well. And I just wanted to know someone as a friend first, and then to really build that foundation. And it seems like I found that person with Gabby. So it's the true definition of Gabby. How I met her was just through mutual friends, and how we met is nice. And that's how I envisioned it. Just really relaxed, nothing too crazy, in a natural environment, being me being my best version of myself, positive, not trying to be a negative person all the time, just being natural, being happy, and that's when I met Gabby.
So Eric and I met through a mutual friend. And I was in graduate school at Alliant University, and she was having a brewery bus tour for her birthday in January. And so I was invited to this, and her friend Eric was invited to this. And so I am still really new to San Diego, probably only 6 months in, so I'm just trying to make all the social connections I can make. I go to this party, I'm social with everyone, trying to talk to everyone, and Eric is one of those people. And you include a bus with a bunch of people and a little bit of alcohol, and things just got really fun from there.
It was pretty funny. At that time, I think she was the only girl in the room, and it was pretty funny to see all the guys trying to talk to her. And I was like, all right, let's, how competitions, let's see how it goes. So the first part at Ballast Point, Miramar, I got enough courage, and I was trying to, just talk to her and see what's going on, see her story. And I go, hey, what's going on? And she goes, hey, how's it going? I'm like, not bad. She's like, oh, are you from San Diego? Usual questions, basic questions. She's like, no, from Texas. And I saw a perfect opportunity to, I was like, hey, my friend is from San Francisco. She's here out for the weekend, and we're going downtown. I think it'd be cool if come out. Come out. If you're not from San Diego, it'd be a good opportunity to see it. She's like, yeah. And I was like, oh, what's your number? And then at that point, I was super nervous to ask for her number. I was like, hopefully she gives it to me. Hopefully she has a boyfriend. And surprisingly, she gave it to me.
He might have some more details to share, but whenever we first talked and introduced ourselves to each other, I had no idea that he was maybe hitting on me at that point. I thought he was just someone who was trying to be social, just like everyone else. But regardless, I definitely was attracted to him from that point. I remember he was wearing this Henley shirt with 3 buttons right here, and it went down just a little bit, and he had this chest tattoo that was poking out a little from the shirt, and it accentuated his arms really well, and he had this really cute beanie on. So yeah, I was definitely attracted from the beginning.
So we ended up talking, Gabby and I ended up talking at other breweries, getting to know her. And I was drunk at Rough Draft, and she tapped me on the shoulder, and she was like, oh, hey, I need to fulfill my minimum payment, I guess, for the cars. If you don't have X amount, you got to pay 50 cents. She's like, oh, do you want a drink? I was like, yeah. And then we started talking, and that was pretty much how Gabby and I met that day. And later, that night when we went downtown, I was in this whole mood of, all right, man, closed mouths don't get fed. Let's go for it. Let's go. So I brought her outside of altitude of the balcony. I was like, what better opportunity? I know we just met, but just go ahead and kiss this girl. You see the whole like downtown skyline and whatnot. And I took her outside and we made out on the first night or first day of meeting. So that's pretty spontaneous of me to do, but that's how Gabby and I pretty much met, and the rest is pretty much history now. I mean, we're getting married soon, so that's awesome. And I guess the whole spontaneous event of that night, you know, but to this day, it built up our relationship and it built up who we are as a couple.
As far as sealing the deal for Eric to be the one, I'm not sure there was an exact moment in time where I thought, that's it. But rather, my relationship with him continued to grow into something bigger and bigger and bigger, to where I realized, wait a second, when I'm thinking ahead in my life, he's included in everything. And so I think when I started realizing that had happened, that's when I realized, okay, we're done here. This is good.
Okay, run.
Yeah, we've got a while.
Okay. We're fine. It's fine. Eric, confirming we are in position. We're in position. I have everybody with me.
So I thought this was all my plan for the day. I'm finally getting to show Eric around Texas State University. And he ended up proposing where my parents had their first kiss on campus. And after that happened, then there's reservations at this cool place to eat in town that's really common and really popular. And my grandma's there, my aunt's there, my cousins are there. So I thought that was my day of I'm showing Eric around campus, when really my family and Eric had that day planned all along.
Oh my goodness. I had this speech planned in my head. Like I was like practicing in my head this whole like the night before. And when I got down to one knee, oh my God, the whole speech disappeared and I didn't even know what to say anymore. I was just like, Gabs, we've been through so much. And oh man, I'm starting to cry. Jeez. We've been through so much, and I love you. And that was pretty much all I said. And I really meant to say to her that you mean a lot to me. Damn, you got me. You mean a lot to me. And I want to spend the rest of my life with you. Will you marry me? And that's what I wanted to say, but I couldn't say it. I lost everything that day, and I just said, we've been through a lot, will you marry me? And I dropped down on my knee. But I had this whole speech planned out, and I just couldn't say it. And I was teased at work, because like, man, you might have everything planned out, but when that moment comes, you're probably gonna forget everything. And I was like, yep, it sure happened to me, so.
He and I are opposite in many, many ways, but I feel like at our cores is where we align. So like values and wants and needs and dreams, like we are together and unified in that. Apart from that, very opposite. So he completes me by being a longer term thinker, whereas I can be a little bit more impulsive. And once my mind is set on something, I'm gonna do it. I don't care who you are, I don't care what you say, I'm gonna do it. Whereas he balances that out and thinks about all of the options, and the pros and the cons. He's a lot more playful when I tend to be more serious. And so he helps bring me out of that. And yeah, he's much more reasonable for things that I'm not reasonable with, and vice versa.
When she's not wearing makeup and I can kind of like see us growing old together, it really makes me happy. This is like, I was like, she's the one to grow old with, you know, like all the bad experiences that I've had, like she erases everything and then she makes them complete. So I'm excited to go ahead and just live the next chapters of our lives together and be a part of each other's lives and raise a family and grow old together.
What makes me excited for our future? Seeing us together the past 6 years and looking back on who we are now compared to who we were with each other then, both of which were great, but we have grown a lot just in 6 years. And we were able to grow together in that. And looking back on those years makes me so excited for all of the years to come because it's gonna be amazing. Eric, we made it. I didn't cry the whole time until now. I'm so excited for our future. Thank you for loving me every day. And I promise to do the same with you for the rest of our lives. Thank you, I love you. Let's do this.
Gabs, I love you. And can't wait to spend the rest of my life with you. I know today on our wedding day, it's probably gonna be super crazy, but please take a breath and really be calm today. Today's our day. And then I love you so much. And I can't wait to call you Mrs. Navarro in a few hours from when you see this, or you probably are married. So just hang in there, girl. We'll be married soon enough.